So today on Cody's Garage, we're going to be putting front shocks on my 1952 Chevrolet Styleline. Let's get into it. All right, so first things second, I always make sure every nut that I need to come off will come off before I start making these videos. So in here, this is actually a plate that kind of screws in. Let me see if I can show you. This is a plate here. You pull this out, you twist it, and the shock comes out once you get the top nut undone. So from there, what you want to do is take this 9/16 nut off. That's a stud that goes on here, and it locks everything in place. So once we get that done, we can get the bottom part of the shock out, and I'll have to try and get the nut off the top. Hopefully that comes off this time. I don't have to go cutting stuff again like I did last time, but we will see. So then you take off that that nut right here and turn it and snaggle it, and it comes right out. There we go. All right, there's the old shock. I had to cut it off up here to get it to come out, but you know, that'll work. I'll see you guys when I get the new one in down here. All right, so there's the new one, there's the old one, and then here's that that bottom hanger. This the bottom part of the shock sits in there like that, and then it's got the cup on the bottom. That's actually made in there. There's the whole thing. You got the top here, and you got this plate on the bottom, and we'll go ahead and put it in, because it's just, I got a rubber piece there, I got a washer on there, rubber piece there, washer, and then the nut. All right, so brand new shock is in. It's in up here, and then in down here. So the easiest way that I found to put this in, and I'll show you on the other one. So what you have to do is up top here, up on the top up here, I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, right there. Up top here, put this on first, and then what you got to do is you got to take this and this lip that's here, this lip that's in here, you got to take it, put it in first, and then push up on this to get it on that stud and put the nut on at the same time. It's kind of difficult, but we got it. And I torqued this one down to 50 foot-pounds. So I just made sure my torque wrench, that's where it bottoms out, so that's where I'm going to leave it. And then obviously you just tighten the shock down like normal. But so it's not too bad to do front shocks on here, and so far we haven't had to modify anything, you know, knock on wood. But yeah, she's in. Like you saw, all right, so like you saw in part of the other video there, there's a lip that needs to be pushed. Well, I guess I'm going to show you again. There's this lip here, needs to be pushed up underneath that where are we at? That circle here. So if you get it in just right, a little bit of a pain, and I'm trying to hurry because it's about to rain. But this is the hardest part of doing these shocks. You gotta line it up. I can't see nothing because of where I'm at and where the jack's at. Can't get in there to see anything. There. Alright, so we're lined up. Now what do I do with that nut? Right here. So the washer goes on first. Ooh, it was lined up. Come on, line up. There it went. So washer goes on first. Come on, work with me. All right, so you see how that goes in there? That just, this backside's got a lip. It goes through that hole there, and then you push it up, and the nut goes on. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten that nut up, and then I'll install the shock, and then we'll be good. All right, so after that last clip there, it started raining on me, like torrentially downpouring. But all I did was finish up down there. I literally put one nut on and finished up installing the shock. It was just one, I think 9/16 nut, ran all the way up tight, not all the way up tight, but to where, you know, the rubber was just starting to spread out and fill out that cup. But you know, y'all didn't really miss much. And then I just threw my tools in the car and went inside. But I misspoke in the last video. The ones in the back are Gabriel load carrier shocks. They're spring assisted. And then in the fronts here, these were Gabriel Classics. So I went with a matching set all the way around. They actually weren't all that expensive on Rock Auto. I think those were 75 bucks and those were like 30. So it really wasn't anything, you know, outrageous. You know, next we're gonna do sway bar end links, or the next video might be wheel studs for this thing, because, you know, I kind of broke every wheel stud on the back wheel over here, you know, coming back from the post office, but we're not going to talk about that. But in that video, I'll show you guys that the wheel studs in the front and the back are actually different sizes. So thank you, first responder, for me. God bless and have a great day, guys.